Hello, my Food Moon friends. Welcome back. This week is all about ferments, fermented foods, the friendly bacteria, the good stuff that researchers and scientists are learning all about and the importance of it in our body. We have all these different bacteria and yeast and fungus and all of these other little non-human creatures living in us, and they're important. They're important to our health. I just talked last week about coffee enemas, and in the end of that episode, I love coffee enemas. I think everyone should do one. I think you should listen to that episode. And in the end of it, I started talking about the importance of fermented foods and probiotics after a coffee enema. And the truth is that we actually need fermented foods every day. So one of the most basic and one of the biggest impact things that we can change in our food lifestyle is incorporating fermented foods every single day. Just doing this one tiny little change will have a big effect on your gut health. So it's easy. It's literally eating one bite of kraut, having some kraut juice, just ideally at every meal or twice a day, but even once a day is a big game changer to our gut health and to feeding and supporting the good friendly bacteria that our guts need to have healthy gut function. I used to make kraut for many, many years. I had these cool ceramic German pots that had all of this system. There was ceramics that weighted on the top, and you had the liquid coming over and the water seal, and I made a lot of kraut in my life. And making kraut is great. It's easy. You want to make sure that the kraut, you're using, organic vegetables, you're using good salt, and the salt just ferments and eats away the cabbage and the vegetables, whatever you're fermenting, and it creates this probiotic inside of the kraut. I finally, at one point, I think it was about 5 years ago, that I did the math and I looked at what it was costing me to buy the ingredients, and it was almost the same price as buying kraut. And at that point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give up making my own kraut, even though I have a little romantic memory and desire to make some more kraut. But in general, I just buy kraut. It's really, really easy to buy. You can make it if you want to make it, but it's really cheap. You can order it online. Kraut is everywhere these days. The one thing you really want to pay attention to is you want to make sure that it's fermented with salt. You don't want anything fermented with vinegar. It tastes fermented, but it's actually not fermented, so it doesn't have the really good bacteria that is important to our gut function. You can also get probiotics through kombuchas, kvases, yuns, all of these fermented items that are truly fermented with salt. Well, kombucha and all the drinks, they're fermented with sugars, which is a whole nother topic. But with the krauts and pickles, you want to make sure that they're fermented with salts. You can also take probiotics. Probiotics and prebiotics are also a really great tool and way to get probiotics into your system and really feed and support the friendly bacteria. Generally, I reserve using pre and probiotics for specific times in gut repair and in certain healing moments. I wouldn't say living on a probiotic is not useful, but living on kraut, having kraut every single day, eating kraut every single day is something that would benefit every single person, every single gut. Even people with SIBO who say don't eat fermented foods, I disagree. You eat a really small amount, you take it really slow. Every single person benefits from kraut and from one bite of kraut a day. All right, fermented foods, coffee enemas, springtime. It's it's my favorite time of the year. So I hope you're having a beautiful spring and summer's around the corner. All right, have a beautiful day.